What's up, YouTube? It's Eric, a Lions fan. Thanks for clicking on this video. I'm in Lancaster, Pennsylvania today at the Lancaster Hampton Inn. Last day for work. Got to get a plane later today back in Baltimore. We got to drive down to Baltimore, BWI Airport, grab a plane, go back to Detroit, and then I get to come back home. I haven't made a video in a little while, so I figured I'd give everyone an update on what's happening and kind of doing a little bit of Tiger stuff. I'm in Lancaster because I had to come to work, number one. That's pretty much why I'm here. Like I said, it's about 5:30 in the morning right now. Sun's just coming up. Yeah, I want to just talk about the Tigers here real quick. I haven't done a whole lot of Tigers videos. I've been kind of focusing on the beer stuff a little bit. It's kind of my one of my passions, but I kind of wanted to talk about the Tigers here a little bit. I went to the game last week. They lost to Texas. I think that was the first game, I think is what it was. But I've been watching the Tigers kind of off and on. Not enough to really vlog about them or anything like that. But if you're a subscriber to my channel or a viewer to my channel, you know how the Tigers are. I mean, you're probably watching the games as well. The Tigers just aren't doing that well. They had a bad losing streak. They're, I believe, like 5 or 6 or 7 games below 500 now. When they were right about 500, had a little bit of a stretch there where they couldn't end up kind of winning games. Kind of a little bit of bad luck hit them. Cabrera's out with where he tore his bicep muscle, so that hasn't helped matters any. But the pitching is really what's kind of hurting the Tigers, and it's kind of, like I said before, it's kind of the same thing over and over again. Your starting pitching does kind of okay, even though the starting pitching's starting to kind of wane a little bit during that stretch. But the starting pitching seems to do pretty good, and then the back end of the bullpen comes in and kind of screws everything up for them. You can't really tell the frustration from Fulmer or Boyd or anybody else, or Zimmerman, for that matter. Although Zimmerman's came back and he's pitched pretty good, even though he's only had like 2 or 3 plate appearances thus far, coming back from his injury. But he looks okay. But I want to see more. I want to see a full season of him to make sure that he's back, kind of thing. So, I mean, the offense has kind of been stagnant too. That's kind of another thing that's kind of seems to be a nagging problem. The thing with Cabrera is he's not the same Cabrera, okay? He's not the same big home run hitter, long ball hitter that he was. I mean, he still can hit home runs, yes, but he always seems, the injury bug always seems to grab him. This is why I didn't like, when they first had the contract, I didn't like him having a 10-year contract. Just because of this scenario right here happening. I would have liked to seen a 6 or 7 year contract for Cabrera. It would have been out in 13, 14, right around there. Could have went with another team and kind of flourished. Or wouldn't have been our problem, kind of thing. If he would have been this bad. We don't know that, how the circumstances would have went out. But JD Martinez seems to have been having a good year for his new area, or I think he's with Boston now. He's been doing okay. Kinsler's doing all right. The big one is JD Martinez. I don't understand why they didn't fight to try to gain his try to get his contract back. Justin Upton's been doing all right. Who's Justin Verlander? Well, we knew Verlander had to kind of go because of his contract, but that's another one, our ace. We kind of let him go to Houston, but I understand why they did it. But at the same time, I think the JD Martinez one was the one I would have fought for out of all the guys that they had let go. And it's kind of transcended into where we're at right now. I'm just going to have to wait and see if these guys can crawl back up to 500 again. They're going to have to go on a little bit of a win streak throughout July, August, and September, and a little bit of October there to get us back to 500. Now, do I still think we're a 100-loss team? I don't know that. Based on what I've seen, I don't think that we're there. If Hicks still plays at first base, maybe we could get there with all his errors that he's done, but that's an unfamiliar position with him. So, I mean, based on what I've seen, and based on the week that they had that bad losing streak, week and a half right in there, where they lost 7, 8 games in a row. I think it was almost 10 games in a row that they had. It all comes down to the pitching. And that's where the Tigers, that's where you're going to win and lose your ball games right there, is pitching. So, I guess it is what it is. I'm still going to be a Tigers fan. I just wanted to kind of give my thoughts and give it off my chest here. And I'm sure there's stuff that I'm missing too. I'm sure of it. It's just at 5:30 in the morning, haven't had a cup of coffee yet or anything. And I haven't made a video in about 3 or 4 days, but I just kind of wanted to get my thoughts off my chest, put them out here, let you guys know that I'm still here. And I didn't do a weekend ramble like I said I was going to. I don't know if anybody watches my beer content, but there was going to be a weekend ramble, which I never did get to. So, I'm going to leave it there, guys. I got to get up. I got to, brush my teeth, do all that sort of stuff. And then we're off to the plant for a couple of hours, and then I got to catch a plane to get back home to Detroit. But guys, let me know what you guys think down in the comments. Hit that subscribe button and hit that bell notification for more videos just like this one. I'm going to have more sports content on this channel here too, now that the beer is I pushed the beer out of the way here for that 2-week stint that I had, 2.5 week stint. So there's going to be more content, sports content coming up here. We're going to talk a little bit about the Lions. I'm going to talk a little bit about, I'm thinking about maybe putting Piston content up here, but even though I'm not a big Piston fan or Red Wings fan, I might do a little bit of Red Wings content too, but I don't know. We'll see how it all shakes out, guys. All right, guys, I'm going to get going here. Hope you guys enjoy this video. Hope to see you guys again soon. Deuces, guys. Take care.